Oh yeah!
So today I'm going to be doing a video that is long overdue because this thing happened way back in Valentine's Day, and it is the EXO concert experience. I was chatting over the weekend with Angels 2014, and she was like, "When are you gonna do this video?" And I was like, "I'll do it soon." So I'm doing it now, and it's just gonna be of what they performed, the stuff, everything. Just there's a lot to say. Hopefully this video won't be long, but if it is, get you a snack and relax. Um, anyways, so prior to actually going into the concert, there was a huge amount of XOLs, outside the venue, passing out free stuff, getting free stuff, taking pictures, chatting it up. It was just a big mesh pot of socializing and everything like that. It was really cool because when I went to the B1A4 concert, there was like none of that. We got in line, we went in, that was that. I didn't see a lot of like passing out of the free stuff. Maybe it's because it's EXO and it's bigger. Fans, richer fans, because there was a lot of fans that came from Korea and China that I had seen. So that was pretty cool. So we got to the venue, I would say at like 3:30ish. They had apparently said we were supposed to start going in at 4:30, which that didn't happen. It took till like 6:30 before we actually got to go into the stadium, which whatever. The concert was supposed to start at 6:30. I'm just saying. It started at like 7:30, but it's all good. And so we got to our seats, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna happen. When is it happening?" Because we didn't know what was gonna when it was gonna start. They played some music, and it was basically the songs that they weren't gonna be performing that was playing before the concert, and so that was that. And at like 7:30, the lights finally turns off, and the concert is gonna start. And what started the concert was, I think how all K-pop concerts mostly do it is they have like the screens showing this like video to get everyone excited and amped, and people are screaming even though it's not really started yet, but it started because you know they're about to pop out the scene. So that's what they was doing, and I was getting my life. I was like, holy shit, it's about to happen. And the stage doors started to slowly open, and I thought being in the presence of B1A4 was godlike. Being in the presence of EXO, that was godlike. It was amazing. Out of this world, out of body experience, because I love EXO, and I really didn't know when I would be able to see them, if I would be able to see them. So just that I was there, living in the moment, was enough to make me go crazy and scream my lungs off because they are so beautiful. They're beautiful. Because you listen to the songs and you're just getting in your feelings, and you watch the live performances on the computer, but when you hear everything in person, it really makes you really appreciate how amazing and talented these people are. Like, they are seriously working their asses off to perform and make people happy, and they deliver. They deliver. So, the first song they performed was Overdose, which got me in my feelings because Overdose is amazing. I know that era is not the best because that's when Chris and Luhan left, but you know what? Overdose is still my jam, and it's still a hype turn up type of song, and I got my life. And let me just tell you, Bacon demolished me throughout this whole concert. Every time he popped up on the screen, I was screaming. My friend was like, it was so funny because every time he popped up on the screen, you was screaming your head off. And I was like, well, yeah. But I screamed my head off for everybody. Like, everybody was just a solid A100, 10. And then they took it back to like history. And I was upset. That's the only thing I'm upset about is because they didn't perform El Dorado. And I love El Dorado because El Dorado was that amazing song. That's my favorite off of Exodus. And they didn't perform it. Which I was upset because the stage seemed like it was big enough that they could perform it and they had the runway so they could like get on that platform level, but they didn't perform it, which was annoying because I really wanted to hear that song live and see it. But you know what, it is what it is. They performed Mama instead. And you know what? I gets down to Mama. And that was just like that's how I felt during Mama. And then they talked, and Suho practiced his English because for the majority of the concert, he spoke in English, and it was pretty good. Like, yeah, there was the accent, but he didn't really stumble, so that was amazing. And so they introduced themselves, and we did the line. It was like, hello, I'm Chanyeol. Hello, I'm Seun. I'm Kai. I'm Baekhyun. Ah! That was me for like the whole shit. And then, oh, they performed Don't Go. And Don't Go is my all-time favorite song, American wise, K-pop wise. That song is my favorite song. It's the song I've listened to the most out of anything on my iPod. It is just a gorgeous song, and they performed it live. I didn't record it, unfortunately, because I was too focused and living in the moment because that was my favorite song, and they were performing it right in front of me, so I didn't even think about recording it, but it was gorgeous. And then they performed Playboy. If I get this concert songs out of order, I'm sorry. I'm trying to like remember everything. I have like my list of what they performed. So yeah, if it was out of order, don't kill me. But they did Playboy, and that was sexual. That was good. I was like, ooh, because they did the little swizzle with it, rock with it, lean with it, dip with it, thrust with it, and I was like, ooh, with it. It was amazing. And then Baekhyun, Kyungsoo, and Suho. Baby Don't Cry. Just that. Do 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 do. And I was like, oh no. Oh gosh. Because I love that song too. And they sang their asses off. I was like, oh, it was so good. And then Chanyeol popped up and did his rap, and I lost my life. And you thought the song was over, right? Because they finished it. No, the instrumental kept going, and Kai popped out and did the dance. Unfortunately, there was no water, but you know what? Wet or not, that dance was amazing. I appreciate K-pop for them dancing, but it's not something that I really am just like, that's what gets me. No, it's really not what gets me. But he was so passionate and so into it that I was so into it. And Sehun then did his part, and he danced, and just the two of them dancing and them moving around on the stage so elegantly and gracefully, it was breathtaking. And then a piano popped up, and you know when the piano pops up and it's Kyungsoo and Suho again with Baekhyun at the keys, my answer. And holy moly, that was beautiful. I'm gonna say that about a lot of songs because a lot of the stuff they did was so gorgeous. And it was everything because Kyungsoo's vocals in that song are the standpoint to me, and it was emotional. Everyone was getting into it. It was just so good. And Baekhyun at the end, because on the studio version of this album, my answer, they don't have that long out piano solo at the very end, but he does it with the live stuff, and I lost it because I love me some piano and I love me some Baekhyun, and when you put them together, that's when Alex goes crazy. I filmed the whole entire My Answer. I filmed the whole entire Baby Don't Cry. I filmed a few of them, and I'll probably put them in a video after. And then they did The Star, and I was like, oof. And the English rap, that was enough to pregnate a bitch. Like, who Lord. And then there was Exodus, and I love me some Exodus. That song is good with the doop 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 piano part. That was terrible, and I love it. Can I say one thing? Because it's all of them minus Lay that sang for like the majority of the songs, and just the way that the vocals and everything was put together. So Jumin and Chen got their lines. I really liked the line distribution. It wasn't like one person got too much and one person didn't get enough. It was pretty solid. And they did Hurt, and I'm not the biggest fan of Hurt, but after hearing it at the concert, it really made me like it more. I like it more. And then they had another video. Well, they had another video for my turn to cry, which I've seen that online, but it was cute. It was cute, and I was getting my life. And then they had another video where they were in the coffee machine. And you know what that means? Peter Pan, which is another one of my favorite EXO songs of all time because the message in it is so cute and the song is so good. I recorded all of it. Chanyeol, get up on your OTPs because he tried to put Baekhyun and Kyungsu together, and we all know that it is Baekhyun and Kaisu. And a few of the other EXO members like Sehun and Kai, they know what's up. Chanyeol, get it together. I think you need to be popped up on that Asian fanfics just to get you a little taste. But that was so good. And they did XOXO, so they was kind of in their little cutesy stuff. And I love me some XOXO. That song is gorgeous. That song is so fun. You're my XOXOLOVE. Like, that gets people. And everyone was screaming. And it was great. And they did Lucky, where they were behind that little screen cloth paper thing, changing. And, you know, that's gorgeous. Because we get to see the silhouettes. Making bitches wet. Don't even go there. And then they busted out. And Lucky is a cutesy song. It's a catchy song. And I really like it. It makes me happy. And they did the 365, which also makes me happy. Because those two really go like this together. Along with Run, Lucky, 365, and Run, they are all like cohesive. And then they talks again and was like, yeah, we couldn't be with you on Christmas. And I was like, but you were here with us on Valentine's Day. So I thought that they could have said something about that. But they didn't because they had to keep going with the concert setup. And they're like, so we have a Christmas gift. And it was Christmas Day. And I was like, who? Because that is the most sexual, slow jam type of instrumental for a Christmas song I ever heard in my life. Because it's just like, do 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 do, and I'm just like, woo, that gets a bitch. And okay, I think they did First Snow. I'm pretty sure they did First Snow. I don't remember. Even right after the concert, I was like, did they perform First Snow? If so, I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure they did though. And they did Miracles in December, and that was so emotional, and it got me and my feelings. And Chen, Baekhyun, and Kyungsu just sounded amazing. And then Chanyeol and Jumin came out, and they were like repeating lyrics for Machine. And Chanyeol was like, when I say da 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 da, you say, and Jumin was like da 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 da, and they're like, okay, let's do it together. And we all freaking sucked. They should have had the lyrics posted on the screen when we was learning it, because no one could remember that freaking sentence in Korean. But that was when it was like, yeah, turn up, hip hop, rap, yeah, yeah. And they did Full Moon, and the people was rapping, and it was real dope. And I loved it. And then it switched into Machine, and that was a hype turn up. And then Drop That, Chanyeol at his little DJ booth, getting it. I do not like Drop That. I heard it on the Love Me Right Japanese single, and I do not like it. It is not that song. It is the one song by EXO that I really am just like, hey. But hearing it live and being in the moment, that's the time that I really appreciate it because it gets everyone turned up and just like, yeah, drop that, whatever. And that's the time that I really appreciated it. And then it went to Let Out the Beast. And, bitches let out the beast. And it went to Run. And that just got me on elevated, like real elevated. And you're like, well, they have not performed any of the other hits. They did Growl, and everyone was hollering, getting their life because EXO, when they came out with Growl, that was a force to be reckoned with. And Growl is, to me, even though it is like kind of new generation K-pop, it still reaches that kind of, I would I guess I would say iconic level where it's one of the more well-known K-pop songs because everyone knows that song if you're into K-pop. Like you just do. Even if you're not a fan of it, you know it. All right, but do have to tell you this because the people in the pit, they was pushing up and getting too close, and Suho said, if you guys don't take a step back, we can't perform. So I kind of lost my shit in my feet because I was screaming at the pit, even though they couldn't hear me. But he was like, one step back, and I was like, bitches move, listen, damn it, move. I was screaming at those people, get back. Chanyeol was like, one step back, one step back. And, people still wasn't listening. So I was like, listen to him! I was just screeching. I was like, don't fuck up the concert for the rest of us, you motherfucker! Like, that was how I was, being all ratchet. Because, I am ratchet. And if they gonna jeopardize my concert experience because they can't control themselves and they're pushing up, then I got a problem. So, yeah. But they got everyone under control, sort of, and they did Call Me Baby, and everyone was up out their seats. They got out their seats and was like, Call Me Baby, because that was hype. That was hype. That was real, and we was all getting everywhere, getting ratchet with it, hooping, hollering, all of that. And then they were like, okay, we're gonna perform the last song, and it was like, what the fuck? No. And the last song was Love Me Right, and everyone was out their seats jamming. Well, except for this one guy, like, in front of us. I could tell he was just there because whoever was with him was the more big of a fan, because he was just sitting there like, I'm good. And I'm just like, bitch, appreciate you in the presence of amazingness. Get your ass out that seat, though. But whatever, they did Love Me Right, and Love Me Right got me feeling right? Because that song is tight, aight? And then they left, and we were all like, Encore, come back, axe out. Like, we was screeching, and then they opened up the stage again, and Soulmates has the video of it. Sing for You, where they were all in the seats on the stage, and everyone was singing that song. Like, they were singing it. You could hear that all of us were singing it. It was just magical. They're like, we was all getting in. It was amazing. And then the real last song was Unfair, and that's amazing. Because I do love me some Unfair on Maya. Like, that was cute. And then the concert was over, and I was sad. And, like, the few days after the concert, more like the week after the concert, I was all up in my feelings. Post-concert depression, that shit is all too real. And I was, like, really emotional about everything, and my voice was not healing. It took like a good week and a half before my voice kind of started getting back to normal. But everything about that concert was perfect. All of them were perfect. Because you see, seeing B1A4, Sonjul is my bias, but he is not ultimate bias. He is not that. So it felt different because Chanyeol and Baekhyun after Myungsu are my two other ultimate biases. So seeing someone that you just love so much with all your heart performing and smiling and you're hearing them live and you're in this moment, it makes you feel so shock and awe. Like literally my mouth was on the floor because I felt like I was in the presence of a spiritual, like, this was so godlike to me. I know they're not gods, they're human beings, and I'm like glorifying them, like, okay, yeah, but when you're in the moment and the lights are shining on them, it really feels like this is heaven, this is life. I'm about to lose my life because I'm about to go to heaven because everyone is just so amazing. And I will tell you this though, seeing Baekhyun live really solidified how much I really care for him because you the people that know me know that when Call Me Baby was released and that album was released, I was here for Baekhyun. I was. But Chanyeol stole the spotlight for me. Like his parts, singing and rapping throughout that whole album were my life. And I was kind of wavering because before that, Baekhyun was that only EXO bias. And Chanyeol squeezed his way in with Call Me Baby. And I was like, I guess. And he's not going anywhere. China's not going anywhere. And that's a fact. He's going to stay my third ultimate bias. But seeing Baekhyun live, it really reconfirmed how much he is my ultimate, hands down ultimate, can't tell me nothing, ultimate bias of EXO. He is and will always be my number one favorite in EXO. He is special to me. His voice is heaven sent. Like, he came out the womb, graced by the glorious Apollo angels, all of this with this musical gift, and that he's sharing it to the world and being so passionate that he is truly beautiful and amazing. And his voice is everything to me. And I'm so happy I had this opportunity to go to this concert. I'm so happy that EXO came to LA. And it made it even more special because it was on Valentine's Day. Like, yeah, they went to other places in the United States and Canada, but none of those people can say that their EXO concert was on Valentine's Day. Only us that went to LA can say that, boo. And it was the best concert I've ever went to in my life. Granted, it's the second K-pop concert, but it was all EXO, and all EXO makes for a very happy me. So, I know this video is kind of like all over the place, but that's how I felt. That's how I still feel about EXO. They just, after seeing them live, it makes me love them even more than I already love them. Like, y'all know in the beginning when Mama was released back in 2012, I was not here for it. I was like, ugh, I'm not trying to get into this group. Too many members. Now look at me now. I'm like complete EXO trash. And after seeing them live, I'm gonna continue to be trash. Take me in the dumpster. Pick me up on garbage day. Because I'm staying EXO trash. So I really loved the concert. Everything was amazing. The light stick though, I got a little chip in mine, so the bottom is loose from the top. I don't even know how that happened because I was holding it the whole time, so I was like, look. But whatever. Life moves on. EXO, please rest because y'all been doing the most. So y'all need to rest for like the majority of this year. Don't come back until maybe like the summer or the fall because I really need y'all to rest. Baekhyun, you're gonna be in Scarlet Hearts, Moon Lovers with Nam Joo Hyuk, Jisoo, Hong Jong Hyun, IU, Kang Han No, and a million other people. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for everybody else that's doing their little solo activities. Jimin, you're gonna be in Jimin's outfit of the day. Who else is about to be in some good stuff? Chanyeol with all his movies and stuff. Dio with his movies and dramas. Kai and his web drama, Lay doing who knows what in China. I love it. I love them. I love all of them. It's OT12 in my heart, even though it's 9 right now. But you know what? Chris, I love you. Even if I never get to see you in person, life moves on. Same with you, Luhan, and you, Tao, and Lay. I love all of you guys. And I love you, Chen, even though sometimes I don't say the nicest things about you, but I don't say that in the video. But I love him. There's still love in my heart. I love you, Jumin. Jumin. Ooh, body on fleek, but face is cute. I love you, Suho. His eyebrows is almost on par with Do's eyebrows on fleek. So that gets a plus check in my book. I love you, Kai. Of course, I love you, Kai. You're special, and you're not dark. You're not tan. You are just the same skin color as everyone else. So if they still be calling that bullshit, I'm calling bullshit on them. I love you, Sehun. Seeing how he gets so much more lines now makes me extremely happy, and he deserves every single line he gets and more. And who else is left? I love you, Do. Mr. Eyebrows on Fleek himself. He is my favorite K-pop idol with the best eyebrows. They are just gorgeous. And his voice is that velvety smooth honey vocal rich egg that I love. Do, you're a special person. You may be short, you may be evil, but you're cute as fuck. I love you, Chanyeol, with your tall ass height and your obsession with jogging and all that weird shit. Your arms was showing throughout the concert, and they was muscled and buff and sweaty and Before we get off into some perverted lands, let's keep it PG, bitches. Let's keep it PG after I just cussed. I love you, Chanyeol. You're like super special, and you're always gonna be special. And lastly, last but not least, before I end this video, I love you, Bacon. There's nothing that you do that is not perfect to me. You may mess up, you may do the wrong thing, you may get people angry, you may cause controversy, you may do scandals, but at the end of the day, I'll never stop supporting you. I'll always be behind you 100%. Unless you murder somebody, then I ain't gonna be behind you for that. But Bacon, you are truly someone inspirational, a role model for following your dreams and just being an amazing person. And forever, you'll always have a spot in my heart. So that was my video for the EXO concert. I hope you guys liked it. It was long overdue, like I said, but you know, my bad. A bitch been kind of busy. So I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.